Okay, what's up, everybody? Good afternoon. I'm so excited, guys. We got Light It Up Expo coming up just next month. Just next month. It's coming up so quick. And I'm honored to be able to do these lives and introduce some of our vendors and sponsors and stuff like that. So, guys, if you don't know, if you haven't heard yet, Light It Up Expo is the first of its kind. I'm telling you, if you are in landscape lighting or in holiday lighting or in permanent lighting, or you want to add on that, you need to be in Orlando next month at Light It Up Expo. This is the place to be, the networking event of the year, the expo of the year, the training of the year. We're going to have breakouts. So if you want to learn how to do landscape lighting, I'm not lying. I get messages every week. When's your next landscape lighting live? We're not doing another one, guys. This is it. Come to Light It Up Expo. We will train you. We have some hands-on breakouts on landscape lighting, how to bolt that on. And so I'm really, really excited. Today, we've got Rick Baird from Vista with us on here. We're going to talk about our partnership and what we're doing at Light It Up Expo. So, Rick, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you, man.
Happy to be here, Ryan.
Heck yeah. So, a couple of things, guys. I want to remind you, we are doing this as part of like a bigger show. So, some people have told me that, wow, like how big is Light It Up Expo? Is it just like a small portion of Home Service Workshop? And I'm here to tell you the answer is no. Like, we are a major portion of Home Service Workshop. We are taking over. Light It Up Expo can operate on its own. Like, we have that ability, but we brought this together so that there's more networking with other shows and vendors and stuff like that. So this is going to be an epic show. If you guys want to get a ticket, I have a promo code that I'll share with you. Just send me a DM, but lightitupexpo.com is the site you need to get your tickets. And I'm excited because Rick and we see each other a couple times a year at shows and go to lunch and hang out and stuff. But finally, we're doing something together, and I'm excited to introduce kind of maybe not to the world because Vista is a huge brand, but there's a lot of people that still don't know who Vista is. So, Rick, maybe just do a quick introduction of who Vista is and who Rick Baird is, and let's get started.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you again for having Vista and having me here today. Vista is celebrating their 41st year.
Dang.
Vista was started by Dan Cagnato in 1984, and Dan was an electrician, and he was on a project one day where they asked about landscape lighting, and he thought to himself that he could do that he could make that. He went home that night, as he would put it, in his house garage, made some sample fixtures, showed the architect the next day. The next thing you know, they're ordering the product. Thus, Vista was born in his garage, and over those years, he's moved. I guess now we're probably in our third location, where today we have three different buildings totaling approximately 75,000 square feet, 200 employees, and we ship products here in the United States, Canada, Mexico, and worldwide. Uh,
Wow.
Dan has always said that when you ask Dan, "What do you do, sir? What kind of business are you in?" Dan has usually said, "I'm in the customer service business. We happen to make a quality lighting product. We sell it at a fair price, but at the end of the day, it is customer service is what we do. We try to have a can-do attitude. Um, we may get asked by contractors at different times, can you do this? Can you do that? Uh, Rare occasions, maybe we can't, but on most occasions, it's something that we can do. We are a very vertically integrated company. We invite anybody and everybody, if you're ever in Southern California, to come by the factory to take a tour. But we take 17-pound ingots of A360 aluminum, put it in the smelter, and then pour it into die cast machines, and that's kind of how products are born. We do CNC, we CNC brass, we CNC stainless steel, all different kinds of materials. We have two different powder coating facilities. You name it, and we do it. The only thing that we do not do at our factory is make the light bulb. So uh, we would invite you to come out and take a look. Myself, I started with nightscaping in November of 1991. I worked for Bill Loughlin for 11 years, and that was a great experience, memories that I'll cherish forever, as it relates to, him personally, business, and then, of course, outdoor lighting. I worked for a short time at Hadco, And then in 2003, went to work for Vista. I'm approaching my 22nd year here at Vista,
That's
Professional
awesome.
Outdoor Lighting. It's a fun place. It's a family business, and we enjoy what we do. We have fun, doing what we do. So that's a little bit about Vista, a little bit about me.
Man, great introduction. 41 years, is that what you said?
41 years, yes.
Vista's going on 41 years, and you've been there 22 years.
22 years, absolutely.
Man, anytime someone's done something that long, I'm like, they obviously don't hate it.
I don't hate it. I enjoy it. You think about the people, that you've met along the way, and a lot of the people that you see kind of in prominent positions as lighting designers and contractors and so forth that we know today. I met many of them, way back when. We've all kind of grown up in this business. It's a fun business. It's ever changing. Every day's a new day. Every day's a new challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I've really enjoyed getting to know you personally because you have these stories that really provoke inspiration, creativity. I mean, if you guys, or I should say this, when you come to Light It Up Expo, Rick, are you going to be there? Actually, who's gonna? I'm not sure from Vista who's going to be
Absolutely,
there.
we'll be there.
Oh, heck
We'll,
yeah!
we'll
Okay,
be there
cool.
as a company, and I personally will be there. Absolutely.
Yes. Okay. So come meet Rick and just start talking to him. He's got so many cool stories. You got 22 years experience in the lighting industry. You've kind of seen it all. So, um,
Actually, now 34 years in the lighting
oh, that's
industry.
true. 34,
Yeah,
22 just at
yeah.
Vista. Um,
Just at Vista. Yeah.
yeah, because you got stories for days just about your time with Bill Loughlin. So
Oh,
it might it might take you a week to get through a quarter of his stories.
yeah. I think some people like my story, like listening to me, and I think some people go, "Come on, man, I've heard that before," But I do have stories.
I haven't gotten bored yet. I haven't heard the same one twice. So I just
Yeah,
love it that there's people like you in the industry because you have so much knowledge, you have so much ability to help people because you've kind of seen all different angles and stuff like that. So
that
I think it's awesome because when the very first product, like the very first product that I used when I started my lighting business was Vista. Like my
awesome.
brother, my brother got
That's
introduced to
great.
it.
They're in
Um,
Dallas, right?
that was in Dallas. Yep.
Yeah.
And what happened was he was doing holiday lighting. He was doing Christmas lights, and I think it was John George that said, "Hey,
Huh?
you'd be a good Christmas light, or I'm sorry, a landscape lighting guy." He got
Right.
him to get interested in it. He bought the lights, did it at his own house, and then he had a couple of window cleaning clients that were interested in it. And he took his lights, he took the Vista lights out of his own house and went and used that as his demo kit to sell the next project.
Wow. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So I think
That
it's
is
kind of cool that now we have the opportunity to kind of work together and partner with Light It Up Expo and stuff to introduce Vista to people because a lot of people don't know about like I think as good a product that Vista has, I don't see a lot of Vista in the social media groups and stuff like that. I mean, historically, it's been your guys's uh, process is through distribution, so you can get Vista. I'll bet I wonder how many people are within 15 minutes of a supply house that carries Vista that don't know about it.
right. Right. Yeah, that's true. Dan was an electrician again, and he's starts manufacturing this line of outdoor landscape lighting products. His first reaction is to go to the electrical house, and he didn't get that great of a reception because, quite frankly, back then 12 volt was newer, and electricians looked at 12 volt often as a inferior source of light. They were an electrician. They dealt with 120 volt product, something brighter, stronger, and whatever. And so somebody mentioned to him, hey, there are companies that sell landscape products, irrigation, sprinkler system products. You might want to try that. So his first distributor was Carson Supply in Southern California, and it took off, and it grew from there.
That's awesome. Well, I think electricians still feel the same way. you know,
Yeah, 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 I always, anytime I had an electrician in a room that would bring that up, I would say, "Hey, have you ever been driving down the interstate, and you top a hill, and somebody is coming, at you, and they have their lights on bright, and you're sitting there flashing your bright, saying, 'Hey, dim your lights, dim your lights.' That's 12-volt lighting." And people will go, yeah, I guess that's right.
That's
And
good.
so,
I like
we
that.
can do with 12-volt lighting. There's a lot we can do, right? There's not much we cannot do with low voltage lighting. So
That's awesome. Yeah, people have been blinding people with their headlights for decades. So low voltage. I love
forever.
that.
When I started driving, you had to use your foot to dim your lights, right? A lot of people don't know that.
Dude, my Bronco has that still. Yeah. I
Oh, it
show
does.
people that.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a 71 Bronco, and that's still has it.
Yeah.
Um,
Right.
well, a couple things. We're doing a giveaway. So anyone who buys a ticket to Light It Up Expo this month will actually automatically be entered. How do I get this to? Oh, there it is. They'll automatically be entered to win our giveaway that we're doing. Dude, this show is epic. Like I knew it was going to be big, but I honestly didn't know like that we'd get the support of Vista and all these awesome vendors and stuff. So everyone's also contributing even more. We're doing a
We're
big raffle
excited.
giveaway. What's that?
I said, we're excited. Yeah.
I'm so grateful because I've had this vision for a long time, and it's just we just haven't done it, and now we're doing it. And so we're giving away thousands of dollars, guys, thousands of dollars of raffle items for those who and buy their ticket now. What are you going to do? What's Vista going to do, Rick, for the giveaway?
We are going to give away a five. It'll be multiples, but $500 in Vista bucks, so that a contractor can take that $500 and buy anything Vista
I love it.
at their favorite supplier.
So they can buy it from whatever supplier they like, whatever one's closest to them. But they have $500 worth of product if you want to try out a new transformer, try out a new fixture, try out the new audio stuff, whatever it is. I love that. So right here, guys, the cost of a lighted up Expo ticket, guys, is $549. So like when you win this, it's like okay, like anything else we can do to help change your life.
Hey, you know what? Here's what we'll do. We'll raise that to 550 Vista bucks, so it matches their entrance fee. How about that?
Dude, that's killer. I like it. All right, guys. So you'll actually it's $550 and the ticket's only $549, so you'll make $1. I like that. Dude, that's awesome, Rick. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the support. And it makes it fun. Like people are going to come to the show anyway, but then all of a sudden you do a raffle and you're like, holy cow, I just won $500. So we have like vendor after vendor. It's like 500 here, 500 here, 300 here, 200 here. It's literally thousands of dollars, at least $4,000 worth of products that you guys have a chance to win. The other thing that I'm really grateful for is in the past, I do these landscape lighting live events. Last year, the last one we did, we charged $1,800. We sold it out. 50 people sold it out. We had a wait list for people to join and didn't have a problem selling tickets. This show, I just told you, is only $550. The only reason we're able to do that is because we have the support of our vendors and sponsors. So you guys are essentially getting subsidized your ticket by Vista and our other partners. So it's awesome for me because now it's like we can get more people in here. Not everyone can afford $1,800. And that's just you guys have done shows, like no one makes money on shows. they're extremely expensive. You have the space, you have the travel, you have the hotels, you have all the stuff. And so anytime we can
Time.
bring the price down for people, and the only reason we're able to do it is because of the support of our partners. So thank you for doing that. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Happy.
Well, let's see. So I think there was something else I was going to ask you about, Rick, and I cannot think about what it is right now. I guess just talk about maybe some of the newer products, just real quick. We'll spend a couple minutes talking about some of the new things that you guys are working on that you're excited to show at the show.
No, absolutely. One of our products that we'll have there kind of featuring is a product called Chroma Connect. Chroma Connect is a RGBW tunable white product that is Bluetooth mesh. You do not need a special transformer. We have antennas that can be used, incorporated within the system. If you need to, carry that signal around the corner, let's say, it acts just like a light fixture, receiving that signal and then transmitting that signal. Chroma Connect is a great product. It's easy to set up. The output is great, as you'll see. We'll have some products there on demo. We have our Sound by Vista system that we'll be, sharing and showing with everybody. That's always a great hit. We'll probably have a few tunes playing there in our booth space. We have a TCS controller that we recently upgraded the software, the app, and so forth. The TCS is available in a 150 watt and a 300 watt model. And you have 3 control zones that you can control with your app, off and on, and you can dim. There are a lot of controllers out there where you have zones, but you cannot dim. On this unit, you can dim those lights on that system, as well as there is a 4th zone called a smart zone. It's always on. It's on 24/7. And you put your smart lamps onto that zone so that they're always on, so that when you use your app, you can, speak with them. It doesn't have to be on, otherwise you would have to go turn it on to communicate with those special smart lamps. This way they're always on. So it's a very intuitive product. It's simple, it's easy, and it works.
Love it. Well, I just put
well,
I'm excited. I'm excited to see them. I don't know if I've even seen all of those. And I would say this too. I remembered what I was going to say. I would take Rick up on the tour offer, guys. I haven't been. I think I need to come again because it's been years since I've been there. But I was. This was back in the day. This was before you guys have even gotten to where you're at now. I was impressed on the tour. I don't think you can call yourself a professional if you haven't done a factory tour, because you go inside there and it gets you amped up. You're like, wow, like we really are using cool product. Is Dan still like talking with people, doing the tours, stuff like that?
You better believe it.
That's awesome.
Dan, I would say it if he were sitting here. He is the Energizer Bunny, right?
That's right.
He will do a factory tour. He doesn't want anybody to do the factory tour but himself. And it's
awesome.
How great is it to have a factory tour by the man that started this 41 years ago? One of the great things that when people do come to tour our factory that they notice is that here we have 150, 200 employees scattered about the factory. When we're going from point A to point B to C to D, he will look at this individual. He knows them by their name. He knows everybody's name, and people go, wow, that's incredible. Another thing that people were marked on is that when he does say hi to Mike or Bob or John or Jose, whoever it is, we'll always ask, how long have you been here? The tenure at Vista, in the factory, it's incredible. I can think of probably 8 or 10 people that have been there 20 plus years.
Wow.
There's some people that have been there 25 plus years working for Vista. So you have experienced people that know how to do, what it is they do there on that factory floor. So
that is so cool. I mean, guys, go take him up on this. I don't know how long Dan's going to be doing the tours for. He's been doing it for 41 years. So
he'll do it forever. I think of our customer service department. I mentioned to you that Dan likes to say he's in the customer service business. In our customer service department, 4 individuals, work in the customer service team. Susan's been there 30 years. Crystal's been there, I think now about 23 years. Jimena's been there 25, 26 years. Dana's the rookie, and she's been there, I think, about 19 years. So it gives you, that's customer service. So, you can call and ask a question. They've heard that, question before, and they have an answer for you. So
that's cool. All right, guys, if you want to check out some of their product, go to vistapro.com. Get in touch with Rick. Come to Light It Up Expo, and this is the best place to connect. you can really get your hands on some product. We'll have some Vista product when we do our breakout on landscape lighting, so you can get familiar with it that way. Also in the vendor hall, it's going to be an epic show. Rick's giving away $550 of Vista
550.
bucks, $550 to match the ticket price. So if you win, it's like you didn't lose. So, but honestly, guys, we could charge $10,000 a ticket for this, and you're going to get value. We're going to over deliver. We're going to make sure that you guys walk away with more confidence, with more ability, more connections. What's up, Tom Garber? We'll see Tom Garber at the show as well with Emery Allen. But we're excited to have this, guys. It's coming up next month. Get your ticket now. And we are going to, at some point, we're going to sell it. We have these breakouts, and we don't want to have a breakout, have too many people in it. We want to keep it somewhat small. So get your tickets now. If you have questions, reach out. Rick, thanks so much for joining me here, and thanks for being part of Light It Up Expo.
Thank you.
All right. See you, everybody.